Good day, everyone. How is the weather at your side? It's another time on this YouTube channel, Oyedele at Hunter's Court. Last time we were talking about the ordeal of widows, and we'll try and itemize two challenges that is being faced by widows. Today we are going to be continuing on the second part, and it might get a bit longer because I don't want us to drag too much on this. It's yellow tide season and we need to start jubilating. I know you know that any woman that lost her husband is a witch. Yes, witch. That's what we call them, because they are the one that killed their husband. And that is what the society says. Any woman that his husband is dead, we tag them witch. That is another ordeal faced by widows. Societal stigmatization. They are tagged as bad omen. Yes. Treated as outcasts. Our leg is not good. Hey, this. We tag them and we name them names. Different names. Someone is grieving. Someone is thinking on how he's going to cope with life. Someone is thinking of how to pick up his shattered life. Now you are tagging her a witch again. Where will she start from? Is it to redeem her social status, or explaining to the kids what actually happened when the society has already tagged her a witch? And you know, nowadays everybody wants to run from a witch. The children will be thinking, is my mother a witch? I need to move far. He has killed my father. You know, those signals that we send around when things happen. In some cases, they struggle to redeem their social status, and they will not be able to attain that social status again, because some people believe information who sink and lie. They will not even verify. They will just believe and run with it. Anywhere they see the person, they say, that's the woman that lost her husband. That's the woman that, even if they are not thinking that okay, she's a witch, the widow will not be comfortable again. Sometimes they impose season of mourning. It's a practice. I'm not saying we should not honor the dead. Yes, we should. Like when my father died, my mother had to wear sackcloth for a year. No mirror for a year, no makeup for a year, no party for a year. That is the rule in the society, that you must give honor to the dead. So you must honor. No outing for the first 40 days. Is it 40 days? Yes. After burial, no outing. But thanks to good counsel, people had to advise that we should not grieve for long. She should go back to her business, go back to her work, so that when you go out, you meet people, then you socialize again. You might not go to any party, but at least you go to work, you talk, you gist with people, and you will not be hindered and be thinking. I know a tribe in Nigeria that if either the husband or the wife died, they will ask you to bring the dead body to the hometown, and they will lock the dead body and the living, the either the husband and the wife that is left, they are going to lock the two of them together overnight. So many nasty cultures, so many things. I'm not saying heresy is what I've seen happen. That I'm telling you. That of my mom, I know. She was that was imposed for a year. She has to go through it. Social stigmatization. That is one of the things we made widows go through in our society. The dead is gone already. Let's live our life. No. The society is demanding another thing. Children need attention. Children need money. We are focusing on blackmailing someone that does not know anything. I know the world is evil. I know so many things are happening. So many unpalatable news are flying around. But that notwithstanding, is it all women that kill their husband? Is it all men that kill their wife? It's not even common. They don't tag the husband that they are wizard, and that is the sentimental aspect of the stigmatization. Nobody's going to say anything about the man that the wife died. It's women. Why? Sometimes they make the women, the widow, to face some legal and cultural barrier in accessing the inheritance. The brother will be using most of the things we see when the man was alive. Instead of him to use his wife or the children as the nest of kin, he's going to put his brother or his own sister as nest of kin. Now sudden death has happened. To claim the little thing that is on ground will be difficult because the wife is not the nest of kin, neither the children. Those are the errors that we commit that puts the widows in a position that people will now ridicule them. They will now be going through unnecessary stress after grieving. With just simple understanding of how things work. Put your wife as your nest of kin. Put your children, even if you don't trust your wife, put your children as your nest of kin. So that they will be able to get access to what you are leaving behind. And it's not too bad, no matter how. Pen something down. People are being encouraged. There was a time people are being sensitized about writing wills. No matter how, pen something down. Let it be legal binding. So at least to secure your family. Sometimes they say, yes, you must marry in the family to have access to those inheritance. If you don't marry, you and your children were chased out. It's happening. Google it. Ask questions. I'm not saying things that are not happening. I'm telling you things that are real. Things that I've seen. That is what I'm telling you. And if the woman refuses to marry either the younger brother or any male person in the family, they are sent out of the house with nothing. They don't want to know because the family already they want to grab everything that they could grab. They want to grab everything. They will not be thinking about the future of the children, the education of the children, how they are going to survive. They are less concerned. What a wicked society we find ourselves. And we make the widows to go through so many things. Other challenges that I'm going to mention, I'm going to be talking about the parental challenges. Parental challenges faced by a widow. To raise children nowadays with father and mother is difficult. Talk less of one person. You have to be the father, the mother. You have to be the financier and the caregiver. You have to encourage yourself with your own grieving, struggling to raise grieving children. It's so cumbersome, it's not easy. And sometimes I don't know what society is doing to help widows. I don't know how the society to come together to help widows, because it's so challenging that sometimes you see some widows on the streets begging. Their life is, they could not, you see someone that is very pretty, very articulate before, she will just go into another level that you know, is this not so person? After the demise of her husband, things has not been the same, because the society has finished her. She's not even seen any good coming out of her life again, and it's because there is no supporting system. It's because we are not supporting them as a society, as a family. What other issue do they face as widows? Health risk. Yes, health risk. Someone that could not eat very well, someone that is emotionally tortured, financially burdened, our physical and mental health is at stake. You won't even know when depression will set in, hypertension will set in, so many things in that system. No money to even buy blood, no money to go for checkup. They will be managing the available resources, trying to act strong. I remember one year after my father's demise, you know, as the firstborn of the family, I was trying to be a strong person, trying to be there for everybody, and trying to hide my own ailment. And I was sick. I was not feeling fine. Suddenly, my younger brother fell ill, and I had to take him to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, thank God for our family doctor of blessed memory. He was looking at me. He used to call me Alakowe. Yes. After treating my brother, he now called me into his consulting room. He said, Alakowe, come, open your mouth. I opened my mouth. He checked my eyes. He said, okay, I should not worry. He called one of the nurse. He asked the nurse to take my blood sample. After taking my blood sample, he now said he has an assignment for me that I have to do today. That I should go and drop my brother at home. That when I finish, I should come back to come and meet him at the hospital. I was surprised that what assignment does Daddy have for me. So I went home, I dropped my brother, and I told my mom that the doctor said I should come back, that he has an assignment for me. And I went back to the hospital. Unknowing to me, before I got to the hospital, the results of my test was out. I had typhoid and very serious malaria. So he has instructed them that once I come, they should admit me straight and they should start giving me a drip. Between me and you, I took 8 bags of pure water, 8 bags of water. He now called me to his office that, oh boy, don't be a superman. I know it's because of your father's demise you want to be strong, but you are sick. The person you brought to the hospital is even more healthier than you. Thank God that you brought him to the hospital. And that is what widows are facing as well. I'm talking about my own. I'm not talking about the ailment of my own mother, because after that he had to ask me to go and bring my mom too, and she too had to. She was admitted for like 4 days. So something is happening in her system too that she's not saying, she's not telling us. She's trying to hide, she's trying to prove strong for us because we are all grieving. That was like the early stage. I'm talking about 6 months after my father's demise. It's not too long. because the most challenging period is like 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years that everybody will not just know where to start. Everybody will have to pick a shatter or a shatter life, health risk that they go through. Yes, I will still provide solution to all this thing I'm saying, because anything, any challenge you find yourself, you must be conscious to walk out of it. They say, the Bible says, work out your own salvation with trembling. You have to work it out. Nobody is going to work it out for you. Nobody is going to work it out for you. People might be concerned about you. They are just trying to be emotional. You still have to come out of it by yourself. As children of a widow, we should rise up to the responsibility in time. If you don't want to lose our second parents, we must rise up to that responsibility in time. The more we prolong our mourning state, the more things get worse. Yes. The more we prolong our mourning state, the more things get worse. Yes, the irreversible has happened and we must move on. Yes, we must move on. So if it has happened to you, if it's happening right now or it's just happened to you, bro, sis, move on. That is my word for you. You have to move on. Move your own academically. If it's vocation you are into, move on. Move on. If it's vocation, if it's academics, you need to move on. What are the practical ways that actually helped us? Practical way that actually helped me, my sibling, and my mother together. I said, always stay together. Irrespective of anywhere you find yourself, you are in school, you are here, communicate, always stay together. You might not be inside the same room together, but our hearts are knitted together, our thoughts are together. We talk, we gist. Let's check on everybody. Stay together. If you have opportunity to be together, talk about it. Talk about the event that just happened. Not thinking. Don't give room for thinking. Talk about it. We lost our father. Yes, he's died. Daddy used to do this. Daddy used to do that. Let everybody talk. When you talk, everybody will be relieved a bit. But if everywhere is silent and you go to your different room, you'll be thinking, crying, thinking, crying. But when we talk about it, everybody, okay, at least he has done his own bit, he's gone. Also, when the incident happened, we discovered that we will just be seated and everybody will be quiet. And one day, my younger sister, who happened to be in us, just brought out her instrument and was checking everybody's BP. My cousin's BP was up because we are not. Everybody is just thinking, how are we going to cope? Where are we going to start? What will I do? We are just thinking. We are not talking. We are not saying it. That was when I said, okay, let's talk about this and let's gist about it. Okay, what was it? What happened? This, what happened? That, and we were able to stabilize everybody. Also, eat together at the same time. Don't let anybody tell you, I don't have appetite. That's the English. I don't have appetite now. I will eat later. No. We need strength for the journey. Everybody needs strength for that journey that is about to begin. Eat together. If it is just one bite, just ensure people are putting something in their mouth. I said in my first video that support your mother's business, because That is where the funding is coming from. Support your mother's business so that the business can grow, so that the business can survive. She will not be the only one thinking about this. If she's doing this, someone is doing that. Like my mother used to run a yam flour business. Around this time, while I was young, everybody must come home. Once you vacate, everybody must come home. Then we put hands together. Some people will be grinding, some people will be sharing, some people will go to deliver to people. Then so that we have more customer, because all of us need that money and we must survive. So for years, that was our practice. We come back home fully, festive period, before when we are about to go from dry season to wet season. We always have ceremony around that time, you understand. So we study the business. Around that time you find your way home. Once you come home, all the supply for yam flour we distribute. We make sure all the little more money they are going to be spending on, okay, we want to go and grind a lubo, we want to go and do this one, we'll be the one to do everything, collect everything, make sure everything is in one purse before we go. Be transparent in your dealings. What do I mean by being transparent? The home is shocked already. Everybody will shock with what has happened. Don't bring any sudden news at home again. Either you are going through one challenge in your academics, you are going through one challenge in your marital, in your relationship, anything you are going through, feel everybody here. Don't bring any shock into the family again. That I have this challenge in my academic. Let people know when it's starting. I have this, so I have this challenge. Be prepared. Don't bring any sudden news again. You can cause a bigger damage. That the woman will think she's failed already. She cannot even handle a child. She cannot even do this. She cannot do this. Don't bring any shocking news to the house again. Guide against it. After my father's demise, we have like 2 shocking news. Shocking news that brought the family down again. But thanks to God, we are able to wage through. We are able to fight through. Don't bring any challenge, any sudden news to the house again. Try and avoid it. And if the widow find love again, let them enjoy their life. Especially for people that lost their husband at the early stage, that are still sexually active, their heart is still open to love. As children, support them. I know it's not easy. Practically, it's not easy. It's not easy. I must be frank with you. But everybody have their own life to live. The reason why I'm saying this is that eventually all the children are going to marry and go to their own houses, and you discover it's only that woman that will be alone. And at that time, loneliness will still come in again. If they found love again, children, don't be selfish. Be liberal in your heart to allow them to enjoy love again. Yes, to feel love again. If they so will. But if they've chosen that they don't want to, no, don't struggle. But if it does happen, allow them. It's their life. It's their life. I have practical experiences of this. Though my mom didn't marry again, my father-in-law married again, and it has to be with the consent of my wife, and it was a struggle. I had to step in and tell my wife that you will not be there forever. Just allow the man to go. And anything there, that's our own life. It's not yours. Let everybody live their life, even after the sudden event. So it's so challenging what widows face. The position of a widow is so demeaning to that in the society sometimes we don't even recognize them. If they talk, they'll say, not, we are not asking your opinion. But it is what it is. All of us are going to die one day. All of us are going to experience this one day. But what should be our disposition? Government should rise up and create a supporting system for widows. The society should contribute their own quota. They should stop stigmatizing. The society should help them out of this ordeal. We should not be sympathetic. We should be empathetic. We should put ourselves in other people's shoes. If it were to be me, what would I have done? I still remain my humble self, Oyedele Atonta Scott. Shout out to all widows out there. And I pray God will continue to uphold you. God will continue to strengthen you. Thank you for listening.